We are told that the velocity that this car moves at is given by the function v is equal to 4t squared plus t feet per second. So we're asked to figure out what its position and acceleration is when t is equal to 4 seconds. Now, how do we do this? Well, let's look at the acceleration first. We know that acceleration is equal to the derivative of velocity with respect to time. We have an expression for velocity, so if we plug that in, we have the derivative of 4t squared plus t with respect to time. We get that an acceleration is equal to 8t plus 1. So this becomes our expression for acceleration. Now, we have acceleration is equal to 8t plus 1. We're interested in what happens when t is equal to 4 seconds. So if we plug in 4 for t, we get a is equal to 8 times 4 plus 1, and we get an answer of 33 feet per second squared. And this becomes our acceleration. The acceleration of this car is 33 feet per second squared. Now, how do we find what its position is? Well, we know that velocity is equal to the derivative of position with respect to time. And we have this expression for what velocity is. We know velocity is equal to 4t squared plus t, and this is equal to dx dt. We can separate our integrals, and we can separate our variables, and we can integrate. So we get 4t squared plus t times dt is equal to dx. And now when we integrate, we're going to have to figure out what our bounds are. Well, we know we're interested in how far this has moved, so this is unknown. It's going to be x, and we're going to assume that it starts at a 0 point. So at time is equal to 0, our car is at some 0 point. Now, when time is equal to 4, that's what we're looking for. This has moved to a distance x. So our bounds on dt are going to be 4 to 0. Because again, 0 is when we start, is what we are interested in when this starts. So if we perform this integral, we get 4t cubed over 3 plus t squared over 2 is equal to, and this right here is evaluated from 4 to 0, and this is equal to x, which is evaluated from x to 0. And now this becomes 4 times 4 cubed over 3 plus 4 squared over 2 is equal to x. So if we simplify this, we get that our car has moved 93.3 feet. So this is how far the car has moved in 4 seconds, and this is the acceleration of the car in 4 seconds.